Why did Che Guevara leave Cuba in 1965? This question examines the life of one of the most iconic figures of the 20th century. To understand Che Guevara's decision, we need to look back at his role in the Cuban Revolution. Guevara was a key figure in this revolution, serving as both a military commander and a political advisor to Fidel Castro. He played an important role in the planning and execution of the revolution, from the initial landing in Cuba aboard the yacht Granma in 1956 to the eventual overthrow of the U.S.-backed dictator Fulgencio Batista in 1959. After the revolution's success, Guevara held significant positions in the new government, including president of the National Bank of Cuba and Minister of Industries. He was instrumental in implementing the revolution's social and economic policies, such as the literacy program and the National Institute of Agrarian Reform. However, by the mid-1960s, Guevara began to feel out of place in the administrative roles he held. He was a man of action, and the day-to-day work of governing did not align with his passion for revolutionary activity. Guevara's vision extended beyond Cuba. He was driven by a desire to spread the revolution across Latin America and beyond. In 1964, Guevara gave a speech at the United Nations, and shortly after, he went on a tour of Africa. This tour was part of his broader strategy to foment continental revolutions. His first attempt was in the Congo, where he tried to support a rebellion against the government of Joseph Kasavubu, but this effort proved unsuccessful. Upon returning to Cuba, Guevara felt an increasing urge to continue his revolutionary work elsewhere. He believed that the United States, focused on the Caribbean and Central America, might not pay much attention to a small landlocked country in the high Andes, Bolivia. Bolivia had a leftist tradition and an actual communist party, and conditions there seemed more favorable for his next venture. In November 1966, Guevara entered Bolivia from Brazil, using a Uruguayan passport. This marked the beginning of his attempt to foment guerrilla warfare in Bolivia, a move that would ultimately lead to his capture and execution by a U.S.-trained Bolivian military battalion in October 1967. So to answer the question, Che Guevara left Cuba in 1965, driven by his passion for spreading revolutionary ideals across Latin America and beyond, seeking new battlegrounds where he could continue to fight for the causes he believed in. His departure was a culmination of his dissatisfaction with administrative life and his commitment to the global spread of Marxist revolution.